Thank you. Assalamu alaikum, namaskar, and good morning to everyone who's here. Can't imagine how delighted I am to be here. And I would actually like to just continue with this conversation that Yamini started so fantastically. It's just building on all of that and more. So in 2006, when Rukmini didn't show up for a conference, and she said she's busy with ASER, and I said, what is ASER? I decided to cross the border. And since then, our border crossings have just grown and grown. But if you look at just these staggering statistics of 58 million children covered, 168 million words read, and also 2,500 partners so far, well, you can just continue to multiply now 9 times across the world. That's the kind of ASER move. ASER is a movement which is now a global movement, not just a national movement, but also a regional and a global movement. That's the kind of an impact that we are trying to seek. If we were to talk about today a movement which is citizen-led accountability movement on learning, well, then I think ASER India pioneered it all. And so it's just been an exciting story to tell. But the important part of it is that in this entire dissemination process and our first-hand experience with what is always termed in quote-unquote Aman Ki Asha, or this desire for peace in the region, I think this could be the most symbolic happening for the region. Our DNA is the same. Our challenges on learning are very similar. So we figured out that the solutions had to be similar. But thus the openness with which we have been able to engage with each other at the technical level, at the institutional level, and as I said, at the level of a social movement, it has been phenomenal. Every question that emerges, every innovation that has to take place, it's a very open conversation with the team, both ASER Center and Pratham as well. Because we have not just stopped at that, we are now taking the conversation beyond ASER to also Read India and what is called Chalo Padho Badho in Pakistan, or Learning for Access. I wanted to also share with you that the citizen-led accountability initiative on learning in Pakistan has also impacted. ASER ka kya asar hua? Well, it's benchmarked to all the education sector plans across all the provinces. It's benchmarked now to the political conversations that are taking place with different political parties recently. And this is the beauty of the work that we do across the world with ASER Center India. Whilst we adhere to the core of the methodology, we have got all the space to be able to do innovative work, whether it is doing ASER dissemination, not just through events like this, but then multiplying it through the partners that we have in Pakistan, but also trying to do what are called ASER Baithaks at the village level, or ASER gatherings at the village level, or teacher Baithaks now with the teachers, so that we have gatherings with teacher unions, both public and private, to say, okay, what are you going to do about it now that we have this? And now, more recently, we've added 2 more elements to it. One is the political constituency ASER cards. So we look at also with the politicians and say, we'll map and they challenged us actually at the last ASER launch, that will you map our political constituencies, which we did. And now we've involved the youth as well, the 500 education youth ambassadors in Pakistan. This would not have happened had we not collaborated, and had ASER Center and India and Pratham not been behind us as core partners. We are so proud of this partnership and what it has been able to bring to the dialogue of peace through learning in South Asia, but more importantly also how we've been able to move and also influence the conversations on learning at the global level for both up to 2015 and post-2015. Thank you so much, ASER India.